right, so it looks like our favorite progressive politician, Hillary Clinton, was on Fareed Zakaria's show on CNN, and she made some really interesting comments. Now, the one thing that seems to unify people the most is basically if Hillary Clinton says one thing, people do the opposite, right? So it may actually be good that she's doing this, but she makes, we're going to be looking at two interesting comments here coming from Hillary Clinton. All right, so this one first, she's going to say that she built, or Joe Biden is basically building the same coalition that Joe Biden built. Let's hear this out.
Well, I guess that's true. There isn't anybody left. But I think what Joe's victories on Super Tuesday showed is that he is building the kind of coalition that I have, basically. It's a broad-based coalition. I finished most of the work I needed to do for the nomination on Super Tuesday, and then it kind of lingered on. And I think Joe is on track to doing exactly the same thing, putting together a coalition of voters who are energized.
Again, I don't even know how she says that part right there.
Putting together a coalition of voters who are energized.
She literally says that she put together a coalition that was energized. Now, this is actually a great comment to come from Hillary Clinton, and the reason why I say that is because Hillary Clinton lost in 2016, right? So is it a good idea? Basic common sense. And this is why I'm wondering why it is she said this. Because if you're talking about basic common sense, right, you have one candidate losing against another candidate. Is it a good idea to then model your campaign after the same thing? And it's not. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And that's what you got going on here. So Hillary Clinton is basically saying this. Now, I don't know if she realizes this. Hillary Clinton is a very odd person that I still can't really fathom or understand how you could, with a straight face, say that you energize voters when you're notoriously well known for basically suppressing turnout and having garbage turnout. All you have is geezers voting for you. Nobody's actually excited to vote for you at all. And so I don't know how you could say with a legit straight face that you energize voters. It's absolutely hilarious. But it doesn't end there, though. We actually have another hilarious clip. This time, she actually seems to go at Bernie Sanders a little bit here. Let's hear this one out.
If Bernie Sanders is the Democratic nominee, will you campaign for him?
I will support the nominee of the Democratic Party.
Or will you campaign for him?
I don't know if he would ask me to campaign for him, Fareed, because I have no idea what he is thinking about for a general election campaign. As I've said many times, I do not think he's our strongest nominee against Donald Trump.
So Bernie Sanders definitely would not call Hillary Clinton for help in the general or like campaigning or anything, and obviously it's a good decision because Hillary Clinton is a negative effect. She's been a death knell of a lot of campaigns, actually. Andrew Gillum, right at the end of his Florida campaign, for some reason started campaigning with Hillary Clinton and Debbie Wasserman Schultz and all those losers. And look what happened. He ended up losing. So not a good idea for Bernie Sanders to do. Also, if Bernie Sanders had any interest in something like that, he would have already reached out to Hillary Clinton for support. Elizabeth Warren has spoken to Hillary Clinton on a couple of occasions already, and I think some of the other candidates have as well, whereas Bernie Sanders like, no, I didn't talk to her, I don't really need her help, not really interested in it. So she's not wrong there that Bernie's not going to really want your campaigning, obviously. And actually, I don't want you to endorse Bernie. I want you to really spew your hatred at him more, not only because does it look bad on your part, but it also, helps us. Because, again, whatever you do, people do the opposite of. So if Hillary Clinton endorses you, you get less votes. If someone, if she dislikes you, more people vote for you. If she condemns you, more people vote for you. But the idea of her with a straight face saying that Bernie Sanders isn't the best nominee in terms of winning the general election, while simultaneously saying that Joe Biden's building the same coalition that you built, is insanely hilarious, because you're basically saying that, Joe Biden has the same coalition as you, but is somehow going to have a different result. So to anybody, just point this out. Just point out to people who are undecided that, hey, Hillary Clinton said that Joe Biden has put together the same coalition she has, and then remind them that Hillary Clinton lost to Donald Trump. All right, remind them of that, of course. Definitely make sure to remind them of that. So, that is Hillary Clinton on Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden.